Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Today we're checking out something seriously cool from VoxStar. We're going under the hood, literally, to explore their hydrogen engine. If you've ever found yourself wondering how the future of clean aviation is actually going to work in the real world, well, let's just get right into it.
So, how do you take the most common element in the universe and turn it into enough power to lift a 50-ton airplane? Just picture it for a second. A massive commercial jet flying 1,000 miles across the sky. But there's no jet fuel being burned. Absolutely no toxic smoke trailing behind it. The only thing it leaves in its wake is water vapor. Now, I know that sounds straight out of science fiction, but it's happening right now thanks to hydrogen fuel cells. Let's break down exactly how this kind of engineering magic actually works.
Okay, let's dive into this. Section 1, the engine parts list. We're going to look at the core anatomy of this zero-emission marvel to see exactly what makes it tick. Basically, there are 4 main ingredients we need to pull this whole thing off. First up is the hydrogen tank. This stores liquid hydrogen at super cold temperatures, just to keep it incredibly stable and dense. Second is the fuel cell. This is the heart of the engine, the exact spot where the magic happens. And a really important distinction here, the fuel cell doesn't actually burn anything. Instead, it creates a chemical reaction. Third ingredient? Oxygen. And the cool part is, the plane doesn't even need to carry it. It just pulls oxygen directly from the outside air as it flies. Finally, we've got electrons. These are the tiny atomic particles that will actually generate the electricity to get those propellers spinning. Moving right along to section 2, the reverse battery magic. We're going to shrink down to the microscopic level for a minute. The absolute crucial thing to grasp here is that the fuel cell essentially operates as a reverse battery. Think about a standard battery, like the one you'd pop into a TV remote or a flashlight. It stores all its energy inside itself, right? And then it slowly drains away to power your device until it's completely dead. But this reverse battery is different. It takes in a constant stream of hydrogen and oxygen from the outside to create a continuous, never-ending flow of electricity, at least as long as the fuel keeps pumping. It is honestly just a brilliant piece of engineering. It takes abstract science and makes it super practical for long-haul flights. Okay, so how does this actually translate into power? Well, step 1, we pump the hydrogen into one side of the fuel cell and the oxygen into the other side. But right in the middle, separating them, is a special wall called a membrane. Now, the hydrogen atoms desperately want to cross over to meet the oxygen atoms. But here is the absolute genius part in step 2. That special wall only lets the hydrogen atoms pass through if they give up their electrons first. It literally strips them away. And those stripped away electrons, they have nowhere else to go, so they're forced to travel through a wire that goes around the wall. That massive rush of electrons through the wire is exactly what creates the huge flow of electricity that powers the plane's motors. Then finally, step 3, the hydrogen, now totally minus its electrons, makes it through the wall and finally meets the oxygen. And once that hydrogen gets to the other side of that special wall and meets the oxygen, they chemically combine to form H2O, just plain old water. I mean, really think about that for a second. Think about all that massive electrical power, all those incredibly heavy propellers spinning at top speed just to lift 50 tons of metal into the air, and the only byproduct is water. It's truly an elegant chemical dance. All right, section 3, hydrogen's impact. Let's zoom back out from the microscopic level and look at the big picture, the massive global impact of this zero-emission technology on the whole future of travel. It's pretty amazing when you look at the stark contrast between the old way of flying and the new. Traditional jet fuel produces heavy greenhouse gases and relies on incredibly noisy mechanical engines. But then you look at hydrogen fuel cells. With hydrogen, we are talking zero CO2 emissions, nothing but water vapor. Plus, the electric motors run incredibly smoothly, which means much, much quieter skies. But honestly, here is the real game changer, the refueling speed. Hydrogen planes can be refilled with liquid hydrogen in just a matter of minutes. Compare that to a massive electric battery plane that would need to sit on the tarmac for hours and hours just to charge up. Hydrogen basically gives us the incredibly quick turnaround times we expect from traditional gas, but with the pristine cleanliness of electric power. It really is the best of both worlds. I really want to leave you with this incredible thought pulled straight from our source material today. Quote, "By mastering the simplest atom in existence, we're building a way to travel the world without hurting it." I just think that perfectly captures the incredible, transformative potential of what we're looking at here. We are quite literally cleaning up our skies, one flight at a time, simply by using the absolute most abundant element in the entire universe. And that brings us to a final, pretty wild thought to wrap up this explainer.
If water, or, more accurately, the chemical reaction that creates water, can power a massive 50-ton commercial airplane flying across the sky, what else is hydrogen going to power next? Are we talking cargo ships crossing the oceans? Freight trains? Entire city grids? The possibilities are just absolutely endless once we fully unlock the power of the simplest atom. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really hope you found this breakdown as fascinating as I did. Keep wondering, keep learning, and I'll catch you on the next explainer.